Daytime with Aston Avery. Stephen Smith joins me, but we're joined now by a couple of people who are animal lovers, vegans, also Viva Charity champions as well. And they've recently been out in Poland to the Ukraine border quite recently. So joining us right now is TV presenter Wendy Webster and actor Gary Webster. So hello, Gary and Wendy.
Hello, guys.
Listen, before we start, everyone at Gateway sends a love to you. And we know your mum Jean passed, and I was lucky enough to spend some time with her, and she was great fun. And remember her at the water slides? We had a hoot with her. So
yes,
we send our condolences to you.
Thank you so much for mentioning that, Steve. And yes, I do remember you meeting her, and we had a couple of fantastic days all together, didn't we, at Alton Towers, doing a photo shoot, as I recall. Yeah. And yeah, happy memories. And thank you very much for mentioning it.
I was a stunt double. I went down the slides before Wendy went down. Check the camera things, because we only had 1 chance before we got Wendy wet. Like, I felt like a kid in a candy shop. It's a deserted water park, and me going down slides and wee, do it again.
Brilliant. Yeah, happy memories.
We've just been talking about being a vegan, and you're both just back from Poland. I'm trying to get Aston to do this 2-week challenge, which he's really not pleased about. What was the vegan food like over there? Because was it good?
Yeah. I mean, the variety, they're kind of far more up to speed within the restaurant, sort of, they're cheap, kind of affordable variation on vegan food. So yeah, they were excellent. And there's lots of little cafes dotted around, where it's affordable. I think everyone complains sometimes that the price of vegan food can be expensive, but over there it's all attainable, isn't it?
Yeah, and the thing that struck me is in Warsaw, where we went to these various completely vegan little restaurants or cafes, I have never seen such a fantastic array of vegan desserts, which is the one thing as a vegan, traditionally you kind of tend to miss out on. Obviously it's getting better and better, but there it was astonishing. So there's hope for us all.
Well, there used to be they gave you a sorbet, wasn't it? That was your lot.
There's all the classic fruit salad.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about big, rich cream gatos.
Oh, nice.
That's amazing.
God, I'm hungry now. That sounds absolutely.
Me too.
No, I was in Dubai a couple of months ago. The friend I live with is vegan. Oh my God, the food was amazing. And I fell in love with cabbage again, which I can never be bothered to make for myself. But, it's really delicious cabbage.
Yes.
Yeah, cooked the right way. I think we've all been, we've all suffered from our parents' cooking of cabbage for many years.
School cabbage. School cabbage was
awful.
So Wendy and Gary here, you've just come back from an expedition into Ukraine there, and obviously you both just returned from there, the Ukraine border. So what were you doing there to remind our listeners here, Wendy, about going to the Ukraine border there?
Okay, well, I'm a patron of the UK charity Viva. And they also happen to have, they've had it for over 20 years, a big animal sanctuary and an office in Warsaw in Poland. And so when all the Ukrainian-Russia war kicked off, they became very involved in being able to help the refugees who were coming over to Poland with their animals. And also they were able to have in their sanctuary any dogs and cats or other pets who had been completely displaced by the war. Their owners might have died or escaped and the animals got lost. And so at their sanctuary in Warsaw now they have about 50 cats and 50 dogs who, need to find new homes.
Refugees from Ukraine, really, animal refugees,
Gary, how bad is it? You were talking to me last time about going to the train station and people coming with their animals. How bad is it there?
Well, yeah, I mean, certainly up by the border, it was it was tragic, really, you know, because people were fleeing quickly because, you know, the assault from Putin's army was so quick for them, you know. So, but I feel there's probably some stabilization out there, that people are now going back. And what's been lovely is that, you know, they've been able to go back and being provided with food for their animals. And so that was one further worry that they didn't have to worry about when they were met by Viva and different charities out there. So their dogs and cats and animals could be fed, and they were housed by the Polish government, the Polish country have been fantastic about, you know, helping out the refugees. So I think it's probably a more stable area now, but when we was up there, it was quite chaotic, as you can imagine, when you've got a bully coming towards you and killing and ripping up the country that you love, you know.
You don't think about things like grabbing your pet and you forget a lead, or you forget just
absolutely
you need for a dog, really, do you?
Yeah, absolutely. And these things as well can get like broken or lost along the way. I mean, these are long journeys these people are undertaking with their children, with their elderly relatives and stuff, and they're trying to deal with their beloved pets at the same time. And Viva's really been on hand at these various station points, you know, to provide any medical assistance for the animals, equipment, food, water, and stuff, to then make sure that their ongoing journey for them and their pets is a little easier.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, Wendy, I'm going to ask you this now. How can our listeners adopt an animal from Ukraine, especially if they're struggling out there at the moment?
Well, unfortunately, and I have a notice which is on the Viva website, which says we have to pause our adoption scheme as the UK government has put a ban on rescue dogs coming over from Poland and other countries. We'll be back with more information as soon as the situation changes. So that isn't a great position for the animals to be in, because they need options, you know, and charities like Viva can give them options. There seems to be, from what they've said on the website, a big halt on proceedings at the minute. It's pretty much an ever-changing situation. So I'm just keeping up to date with the news on the Viva website, and then hopefully, as Viva usually do, you're able to adopt an animal from the Viva Sanctuary in Poland to bring over to the UK. So we're hoping that that's going to kickstart again soon. So it's a matter of watching this space, really.
But that doesn't surprise me with this government. You know, if you're a refugee, you get shipped off to Rwanda, and if you're an animal, you're not allowed to come into the country anymore. What more can we say about this government? You know, that's not being empathetic, that's not being understanding, that's not showing sympathy to our fellow sentient beings. It's shutting doors, and there are so many people that want to help and adopt an animal and give solace to that animal that's been through hell, as there are so many people that want to welcome refugees into this country, and at every step the government is trying to slam doors in their faces. It's a disgrace.
I have no idea about that. That's something that's, I'm going to look into that. That's shocking that they want animals coming over. You know, we just had Richard on from South Africa, who's got a lion sanctuary, and we're talking about, you know, there's so much cruelty to animals still out there. And with everything that starts with education. What did you teach your kids about animals when they were growing up?
Well, I mean, for us, I mean, with Wendy being a vegan when we married and everything, then the actual eating of animal was never happened, and not only because it's not like a faith, like a religion, that this is what you shall do, because, you know, I'm giving you no factual evidence of why you should do it. It was, you know, explained to the children, and so I became a vegetarian, now vegan, and the boys are vegetarians and very much on the cusp of being vegan themselves. And it's about choice, it's about information, it's about knowledge, and it's about facts. As Bertrand Russell once said, you know, whatever decisions you make, base it on fact. And the facts are now very clear that the mass farming of animals is detrimental not only to the animal, but to the planet. So, you know, we've taught them to care about animals, to, you know, they've had pets all their lives, and to take that into their adult life. So
can I just chip in there? I think one of the most relevant things with children is to not distinguish between what is a pet and what is food.
Yeah.
You know, there shouldn't be any difference. You should be considering all those animals as the same sentient being with the same needs, wants, pains, you know, it's emotions. Yes, you know, from a really young age, we're all taught to see some animals as pets and some animals as food. And I think as a parent, or parents, sorry, we absolutely strive to completely break down that
and I'd just like to add to, for Aston, who's going to go on his 2-week vegan campaign now, that I understandably 20, 30, 40 years ago, where was the alternatives? You know, it really was that fruit salad, and it was that stuffed pepper.
That cardboard pie they gave you.
That cardboard pie that was, we wouldn't want to put on any child or human. But now the alternatives are there. There's no excuse.
There's also little things of education. It's like I was sitting watching a group of birds sitting happily, and then a child runs up and the parent encourages it, screaming into the birds.
I hate that.
And the parent doesn't correct and go, actually, that's frightening the birds. So little things that can make a difference, I think. We point out that,
you're spot on. Yeah.
We take the dog out, someone runs up to the dog without asking to ask, is it okay? You know?
Yes, spot on, Steve.
They used to run up to me without asking if it was okay, but now my fame is diminished. I look for people to run up to me, pull my tail and things.
Listen, how can people get involved with Viva Charity?
Okay, well, the best thing for me to do is to just give you the website, which is www.viva.org.uk, and that website is a mine of information for anyone who's thinking about going vegan. Has tons of resources on there, but also it has a lot of information about animals on there, and how you can get involved with Viva. There's tons of ways, so just go onto the website and you'll find out.
So there are things like recipes for vegans on the site.
Yes.
Oh my God, Aston, you're in luck.
Oh dear. This is turning into travesty at my end. But
well, can I remind you, Aston, that if you think you love animals, please don't eat them.
No guilt, no pressure, Aston. I think you'll find it a lot easier than you think.
Yeah.
There's some great burgers out there, there's great sausages, there's great all vegan alternatives. I don't think you'll miss it at all.
Just go into any supermarket, you'll be fine.
Right, pressure's on. So will you ever go back to the border in Ukraine to help those animals in need?
Well, personally, yes. I mean, I think I speak for both of us. Yes, we would. We'd love to go back and help in any way we can and keep up with the situation there. So yeah, hopefully we'll see.
You should take me with you next time. I could write about it for a magazine and then cover it.
Perfect.
Like we have done in the past. So
Perfect.
It would be a really good. Anyway, on a side note, Gary, you're such an incredible actor.
Thank you.
What's
coming next? I don't trust this. Where are you going with this? Okay.
What have you got coming up next? You've just been with Brit Eklund, haven't you?
Yeah, we just finished a tour. That was just before Christmas with the iconic Brit Eklund. I mean, wow, just to be working with her and many of the others in the cast. It's a fantastic time. I recently just did a week at the Theatre Royal Windsor with Bill Kenwright. We did a kind of radio play setting of Pygmalion, in which I played Alfred Doolittle, which was fantastic. Thoroughly enjoyed that, with Sue Holderness and Paul Nicholas, Hannah Arterton, John and Mickey. So it was a great cast, but we did it in a radio form. And then I've got this film Dream Hacker coming out some point this year, which was it's a kind of science fiction thriller. So that's something to look forward to. I think that they're at Cannes with it now, so fingers crossed.
So you mentioned about working with Britt Eklund there, who was obviously, as everyone knows, a Bond girl in The Man with the Golden Gun.
Yeah.
In that film there. So was she fun to work with?
She was great. I mean, Britt is Britt. She's been in the business a long time. She's seen everything, and she just, she was a lot of fun. And we had a great time with her, because it's not easy going on tour and you're different venues at different points, every week. And of course, it was over 2 years, because it was very much COVID interrupted. But no, it was an absolute pleasure. I mean, if you'd said to me when I was a 16-year-old kid starting out, done his first school play, that at some point I'd be on stage with Britt Eklund, I would have, never believed you. So it was a great thrill.
Obviously like gorgeous blondes.
Of course, Steve, you've been one of my favourites for years.
Whoa. What's this? The dog. You brought a dog home with you?
Oh, no.
This is Newt.
I didn't know you had a dog.
This is Newt.
Can you see her?
Oh, did you bring
It's a Romanian rescue dog.
Oh my God! Well, I'm going to Canine Angels tonight. Charity. So, Wendy, what have you got coming up next? What are you projects you're working on?
Well, I am still working with Viva. We are putting together a TV series for Together TV, which is I think the working title is Viva the Farm Animals, and so we're going to film it in the UK at the.
Well, Wendy, just think what a great opportunity. You could film Aston becoming the vegan over the 2 weeks, a big meat eater transforming. What a great opportunity.
Absolutely, yes. I shall put that suggestion forward.
That's a great idea. Really like it. And you're doing crafty burger. So.
Crafty burgers,
Are you doing a meat one, and we'll slip a vegan one in? It's crafty burgers.
You still do that.
Crafty burgers. Have a crafty burger.
You still do crafty burger. Remember?
Crafty what? Like a sling.
Isn't it Crafty Beggars or something like that?
Yes, it was called that.
Yes, Crafty Beggars. Yeah, that's right. Yes, I'm hoping to do something with Crafty Beggars very soon. At the minute, my attention's with the animals, because I've got various projects on. But yes, Crafty Beggars is definitely still on the radar.
So
we love having you on.
Lovely being on.
Great having both of you on at the same time. I feel quite spoiled.
So, Wendy, would you like to give out information once more to our listeners about the Viva campaign?
Oh yeah, well, as I say, the website, you'll go onto their website and you'll easily see how to donate to the Ukraine animal effort. As I say, it's viva.org.uk, and you'll find out everything you need to know.
Can I just tell you, Aston's mom has just messaged in how she's going to support this 2 weeks of veganism. She's really excited about it. And
marvelous.
Right.
Well, good luck with it all.
Oh, I'm excited. Thanks, guys, for coming on.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Wendy. Thank you, Gary.
And thank you so much for acknowledging Wendy's mum, Jean, who we all miss terribly. So we appreciate that very much.
See you soon.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Nighttime soon.